Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Today we are taking a look at the Crescent X2 double hinge extra long nose pliers. There are a ton of benefits to this double hinge design, and I'm going to go over that with you here in a minute. Probably my favorite set of extra long nose pliers is probably these Knipex. Now, as you can see, the Knipex are a single hinge. If you're going to buy some extra long nose pliers, should you go with the single hinge or the double hinge? And that's the question that I'm looking to answer today. So let's get into it. All right, so getting into this design. So as you can see, these are the Crescent X2s. Now compare these to the Knipex, you can see that they are a heck of a lot longer. And on top of that, they are quite a bit thicker. And I would imagine they have to be thicker, obviously, because they're probably not using the same quality of metal that you're going to find on these Knipex extra long nose pliers. Now, the price difference in these is about $20 to $30. These run about 20 bucks, and these are going to run you upwards of $40, maybe $45. You can get, this set and the 45-degree offset angle for about $87 or something like that. So these are about double the price of these. As we were talking before, these have the double hinge design. So these are called the X2. Now there is a real advantage to that, and I will show you. So as you can see, if you look at the opening of the jaws in comparison to the handle. So in order to get that same opening, look at the handles on the Knipex. So let's see if we can get it about right there. So yeah, I mean, that's about double the amount of width that you have to open the Knipex handles in order to get that same opening at the end. Where does that benefit you? So there are some situations where that double hinge design will benefit you. And here's one of them. So if you have a hole, or if you have a limited space and you need to access an area with a limited amount of space, you don't have to open these as wide to get that same width. Now, if we look down here, down to this double hinge, I can literally open these as wide as they can go. And I still have room to play in this little hole. All right, now compare that to the Knipex. Let's say I had to get that as far as I did with the X2s. As you can see, that is as far as I can open these. Now, if I come back here, obviously I can open them a little wider, but still, that is not nearly as wide as what you can with these. And then if we reach down a little further, even getting down to there, I mean, look at the difference in the amount of opening you have. Now, these aren't only for, grabbing things or whatever. I mean, say you need to take and put a fuse in, you have your fuse and you need to push it in there and you need to say, grab another one, right? And pull that fuse out, but you need to be able to open these wide enough to be able to get a grip on it. So that is a huge advantage to having these double hinged pliers. Now, obviously, the fuse scenario, maybe something you come across, may not be, maybe something completely different. I'm just using that as an example. Kind of the first thing that came to mind, because I know fuses a lot of times are in some weird places. But having the ability to open these that wide in a limited space, again, say if you're limited here where you're trying to open your handle. So just a little bit of opening on the handle gets you quite a bit of room down here versus your traditional Knipex. Look how much wider I have to open these to get that same amount of opening at the jaws. Now, obviously, the Knipex have some additional features. They have these little cutouts where you can grab round material. You kind of have some jaws, some toothed jaws here. You have this little diamond shape here, and that's for grabbing nuts and twisting nuts and things of that nature. Now, just looking at the quality of build, now obviously these aren't going to be near the quality that these are. These are lighter. As you can see, the handles are more slim and sleek. They're actually more comfortable to use even with just the dipped handles versus the Crescent Comfort Grip handles. I think they're made in like China or something like that, Taiwan. These are made in Germany. So you're definitely going to get better quality with these. But as far as functionality goes, these are going to actually probably come in handy, for those applications where you need an extra long nose plier, probably more frequently than this is. And that's not to say that this isn't a good plier. That's just saying that this design, it's a nice design to have. Now, there are some finishing issues. They're kind of rough on the edges here. The handles, if you can see, the handles are kind of like, this one's up a little higher. They're kind of like offset instead of being parallel like these are. So you can see those are parallel. These, you can just tell by the way they lay. One of these handles kind of sticks up a little further than the other. But overall, just as a pair of pliers, extra long nose pliers, these are pretty robust, and I think they will be a pretty handy tool to use. But that's all that I have for you guys today. I definitely want to thank you all for stopping by. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps the channel out a lot. I will also leave links in the description for both of these tools on Amazon. I'll leave the link for KC Tool for this one if you want to order through KC Tool. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments. And I will see you all on the next one. Peace.